Hello, hello. It is finally time to resume our quest. I messed a bit with the audio settings, so I'm just gonna have to... Yeah, I think that'll do. So, last time. Caius Cassard, he's gone. Not dead, but he had to go back to, well, the Imperial City. Oh, before we start, I should probably tell you I have been doing what I like to call chores. I have done alchemy, sold the potions. I also moved some things around and sold a couple of items. But as you can see, many of the treasures we accumulated last time still with us, including this set of ebony armor that I'll find very useful later. Music's a little bit exciting, isn't it? So yeah. As you would expect from me at this point, I hope, well, I am basically geared up and ready to move out. And when Kaya's left, I took the opportunity to, well, clear out a few things. I broke into his storage. He had drugs in there. I'll bet that's surprising. And yeah, this is basically just because I don't have a mansion of my own. But that is something we'll start to work on in this episode. Or this stream, rather. Beware, there's monsters under my bed. Right. The house that I'd like to do in this playthrough will be House Hlaalu, because we're in Balmora. But before we can do that, I'm gonna have to do something because, well, let's just look at some things that happened while I was doing chores. I had another dream. Tall figure in golden mask spoke to me, Lord Nerevar Indoril. I, Restania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 belied you, 3 betrayed you. 1 you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vorin Dagoth Ur, steadfast liegeman, faithful friend, bids you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain, once again break your bonds, shed cursed skin, and purge the Enwa from Morrowind. And as I was trying to sleep that evening, I first I got woken up by that, and then 6th house cultist attacked me as I slept in my bed. So yeah, what's the deal with that? Well, fortunately I know that, and I'm about to show you. A long time ago, I went down here and encountered a little cave, and I thought, or rather I remembered what that place was. That place is a 6th house base. So while that base is still in operation, assassins will attack me in Balmora, and I cannot deal with that anymore, so we're gonna go clear that place out. And then I'll show you a couple of other things that will affect. Now, while I was doing my chores in this delightful thing, oh, I should probably also mention 100 alchemy and 100 mercantile. I can get some pretty good deals. And it's a relief to finally have 100 mercantile, because getting a deal is easy and I don't need to grind it anymore, so I can just sell a stack of like 30 potions for 3,000 gold and wait 24 hours and do it again. So I've also accumulated, I believe that's more than double the gold I had last time, just from alchemy. So it's a really good way to earn money in this game. But anyway, I set us a mark in front of the cave that we're going to, It'll be around there. See? Yeah, everybody, please be impressed. I even put a potion here just so I would remember. Right. Best get out my devil spear. Yeah, the red candles, that's a dead giveaway that you're entering a 6th house base. That jerk up there, he's not very nice. How much mana does this idiot have? It's not that much. And I know some of you will have missed out on what the assassins who attack you for Dagoth will look like. Luckily, they're quite memorable. It's not a unique character model, it's the one where the front of their head has been scooped out. Pretty gnarly. What's in this chest? 81 gold, that's almost worth picking up at this point. Oh dear. That character model you might remember as Dagoth Garrus. I have way too much fun by doing this. What got me there? Bit unfair that he can cast spells so quickly. Okay, now he's just being rude. So yeah, that's an ash ghoul. I guess we better... Okay, we're not gonna proceed deeper into this until we've cleared the outer area. Just because that keeps it a lot easier for me to keep track of. Fucking hell. There's the ash dude with the scooped out face. And for whatever reason, that guy has like an elephant snout. Which, you know, good luck finding a use for that. Thought I saw something, but I guess not. I should probably also just warn you about something. I've seen people do a thing where they camp around the entrance and then they go out to sleep and then come back in. And the enemy character that you face off against, they will also be healing while you sleep, so that is not always a viable strategy. Place is a bit red, isn't it? I think I have a spell for that. Let's see if I can... Night Eye. I said Night Eye. Now, could you wait with killing me until I can actually see it? So impatient, these people. Fine. Do I have an amulet for that, maybe? Shadows. Ring of Night Eye. There we go. Now what is this? Do you think there'd be treasure in there? I think so. I'm probably not gonna get much in the way of fun by water walking, but we could levitate. If I could cast a spell, I mean. Oh, I see. There's a way to... What? A fat loot. Oh shit. Can't be sightseeing. Here to wreck my day. 6th house amulet from Daggeth Fobon. Right. It's quite difficult to see much in the way of anything really. But yeah, the amulets of night vision, or night eye as they call it, that tends to be one of the things I find essential for certain dungeons. It especially helps if you have a sort of amulet with it. Got some mysticism. Lots of traps. Hopefully that means lots of loot. Gold. I can always carry that. I know there's probably a sizable contingent of people who've perhaps seen Morrowind but have not bothered to watch through Daggerfall. And one quirk of that game that they were probably right to go away from is that gold in that game had a weight, and you'd have to go to a bank to get letters of credit issued in your name. And a bell hammer. Anyway, it was a huge hassle just for the fact that you wanted to have your, you know, gold with you. And I'm kind of glad they got rid of it for this game, because if banking was fun, they would charge you money to have it done. And most people don't pay a whole lot for their banking. Well, at least over here. I know there's parts of the world where fees are, in some cases, quite brutal, I've heard. Not especially fond of that. Having to pay money to access your own money, that just seems like that's a big ask. But who knows, maybe I'm just spoiled. And you know, there's nothing you can really do with that thing. Oh, they have ash statues. How lovely. Reportedly, those things will spread corruption to people who stand near them for too long. I am unaffected, however. So I guess we can just leave this place now. And I'm getting the impression, I could be wrong, but I'm getting the impression that these amulets... Right, let's see. Carried by ministers and representatives of the 6th house, the Sapphire inlet amulet appears to denote the status of those carrying it, all of whom having made great strides towards the enlightenment promised by Daggeth Ur. So, I take it that the person who was carrying the amulet will have been the guy who's been causing people to go crazy. So let's Let's just check here. Got a little thing that I tagged outside saying not cleared. Huh, is this? Ah, I see, I see. Could have sworn I'd taken out all of you. Haven't cleared it out yet. Hazor Shrine. Ah, okay, I did. It respawns the enemies when you move through. Okay. I'm guessing they would only respawn the generic ones, because otherwise you could just farm those amulets. Yeah, because he's generic now. He's not, you know, a named Ash Ghoul, so I'm gonna try to leave. That's a great update. Do that, and Al-Sibi, which should take me to Balmora. What a coincidence. Now, if I have done this correctly, we shall soon we shall see. I just need to find one of those crazies who will talk to you on the street. I feel as though I have just awakened from a dream. A terrible dream of the 6th house. Do you mean, have I been under a spell, a curse? And this was caused by a 6th house cultists? Good grief, what have I done? I hope... But I haven't thanked you. Please, forgive me. I have nothing to offer but my thanks, but I will tell everyone how you have saved my life. And I think the other guy in town is this. Yep. Now, amongst the things that we'll do is it'll increase our reputation by 2. Well, 1 for each of these people that we talk to. I think there's about, I want to say, like 8 settlements that have gotten stuff like that. Yeah.
I will listen.
So let's try to move back and just sleep in the bed over here. We'll wait until it's night and then until healed. And for once, I'm not being accosted in my sleep. Perfect. I guess I'll just, alright. Best put down my fat loot. This is a terrible joke. I'm just making sure that, I'm not carrying anything unnecessary. The rest of this is okay. That shouldn't pose an issue. Restore strength. Alright. And yeah, as you can see, we started out the game with 50 health, so getting up to over 200 is a bit of an achievement. Not that I get one, though. This game was before achievements were a major thing. But anyway. Yeah. Now we shall do House Hlaalu.
Wealth beyond.
The great houses tend to be one of the ways in which you can obtain a lot of...
Sleepers awake. House Dagoth is risen.
Are you sure you got better? That's good.
Fresh game.
Yes.
And yeah, the only time in which those guys will really, well, forcefully talk to you when you're walking by should be at night. I want to
Make it quick, Outlander.
Rude. I am Nileno Dorvain. I keep business going here in Balmora while the Lalu counselors are away, which is most of the time. Business. If you want to talk business, you've come to the right place. Do you want to join House Hlaalu? Yes. Actually, before I do that, you can only join one house, and you cannot leave a house, so there's no backing out from this. Always make a save before you do. Yes, you are a worthy candidate, and we accept anyone who wants to join, even outlanders. Are you interested in joining? Yes. Very well, you are now a member of House Hlaalu. When you are ready, we can discuss business and advancement in House Hlaalu. That was, easy. Just a minute, Diomedes, say that again. How fortunate, your voice sounds almost like the Redoran Felsen Sethandus who died, just recently. Would you be willing to disguise yourself as him and get orders from House Redoran, then deliver them to me? Yes. Good. Take this helm and speak with Naminda at the Redoran Council. Take a Siltstrider to Alrune, then look under Scar. When she asks what you want, say that you are an orphan of Arnesia. Naminda should give you a coded message to deliver. Bring that coded message to me instead. Alright. Incidentally, she'll also sell you nice tools and... You can also get services from the great houses, and they often tend to be quite good, to be honest with you. You know, since we're going to be doing these quests for most of today, it makes sense, honestly, to just mark the spot.
May I help you?
There we go. Right. Alrune, she said. Well, I don't think a Siltstrider is the best way to go there. You see, every time you take the Siltstrider and whatnot, it takes several hours for you to travel somewhere.
Good to see you. Do you need my services?
But if you use the teleporter from the Mages Guild, well, that's instantaneous, so no reason not to. They even tend to be similarly priced, I think. Under Scar. You know, I don't recall if we ever went back to tell that guy that we saved his son. Luckily,
This better be important.
Okay, tell him about my disturbing dreams. That is most peculiar. Perhaps you know that Ashlanders believe that prophecies may sometimes come in the form of verses or songs, or perhaps only such prophecies linger in the mind and spirit where they may be retrieved and examined. But this dream of verse, it is most disturbing. Dream of verse. Even I can reason this for you. The Sharma Dagoth Ur invites you to visit him at Red Mountain. He offers to change you to give you power and enlist you in driving the Enwa from Morrowind. Enwa means foreigner or slave. I think this is a harmful vision often given to Ashlanders who are tested in the highlands beneath Red Mountain. But you are called by name Lord Nerevar. If you know of the Nerevarine cult, then surely you can understand the significance. Quite so. Okay, they did talk to him after rescued his son, so that's good. Back to the mission.
Come on. I haven't got all day to stand around and talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you. Incidentally, I've also been practicing acrobatics. Not overly useful yet, but it will become essential to, well, to a system that I'm going to be using to travel. Basically involves super jumping. I should probably put on this.
So what do you want?
Orphan of Arnesia. Oh, certainly, Felsen. Here are your orders. They're in code, of course. Deliver them to Margan as usual. Quite.
I've got better things to do. So.
Guess we can take off the helmet again.
May I help you?
Yep, here are the orders. Good work, Diomedes. Keep the helm and take these 500 drakes for a job well done. It's probably the best payment we've gotten so far. So yeah, the great houses are a way to accumulate wealth at the start, or at least House Hlaalu can help you with that. Okay. I need someone to visit an apothecary in Vivek and acquire certain alchemical formulas. Go to Vivek to the shop of Aurine Furnes and find some of her notes or formulas and bring them back to me. While you're there, you might want to pay a visit to Itrino Arethi. Her shop is in the foreign quarter of Vivek. You can take the Siltstrider there or have the Mages Guild teleport you. Help us by stealing some of her alchemical formulas. Adreno Rathi. She's a loyal member of House Hlaalu who lives in Vivek. She might have some business opportunities for you. Very good. That reminds me, there's a... You might be wondering, like, what house should a person be joining? And the houses are split up in such a way that it's fairly easy to find out. The specializations are the Verdoran, they are the combat-focused ones. House Telvanni, that's the magic-focused one, and, well, House Lalu is the quote-unquote stealth-focused one, which also involves subterfuge, espionage, sneaking, security, and mercantile. But of course, House Telvanni is known as being the most interesting one. But I'm saving that for my YouTube series. We're going to Vivek.
Why walk when you can ride?
Oh, that's pretty. Yep. nothing will train your acrobatics quite as fast as just jumping 1,000,000 times up the stairs. Guessing it's the upper wasteworks.
My prices are the best.
Well, isn't that great? Hey,
You have my blessings, Outlander. How about a potion today?
Yeah, I don't know about that. A skooma addict. The west side of the lower wastework here in the foreign quarter. Okay, so that should be
Yes, friend.
find. The west side, so that would be this area. Yeah.
Go on about your business.
Apothecary. How the fuck? Oh, I know how. But first, let us negotiate. I like you, Diomedes, but I would never reveal my secrets. No way to purchase them from her either, and she has vampire dust. Well,
Top quality potions right here.
so you say, but I don't know for sure about that. Let's start with the Amulet of Shadows. Her alchemical formulas. I guess this is a good way to obtain a few recipes early on in the game. Scrib jelly and ash salts for blight disease. Yeah, curing the diseases is one of the major hurdles early on, though. As we found last time, getting our corpus disease cured makes us immune to everything, so I will not be needing these recipes anymore. I guess we can just recall now. Yes, excellent. You can keep the formulas. I'll make a copy and deliver it to the loyal Lalu alchemists in Vivek. Okay. Quite the journey for you to just send them back to Vivek, but sure. Business. A rival of House Hlaalu gets his wealth from an egg mine. I need someone to destroy this rival's wealth by killing the queen in the Inania's egg mine. Huh. Well, well, well. Basically go over there and kill the queen, so to speak. Now, I happen to know a few details about this mission, so I'm going to try something else instead. I'm going to tattle on her. Yes. You might have thought this was a no-tattle run. Well, not anymore.
Where would you like to go?
I don't think we've been to Suran yet. bit small of a town. Stands to reason, though. Alright. I guess there's a bit of beginner's tip here that I could show you. This dude right here should... Yeah. Glass throwing knife. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Interesting, since those are quite rare. Yeah, this ain't it. Basically, there is a trader in Suran that has like a glass dagger that you can buy. It'll be incredibly cheap. Yeah, it'll be quite cheap, and the only caveat is that you'll need to repair it, which is expensive, but maybe you'll have a
Welcome,
delightful
Outlander.
little...
I've special prices just for you today.
I don't believe her. Sergio Avon.
Is there something you need?
He's the owner of the egg mine. So-and-so asked me to kill the Kwama Queen. Suppose I paid you 1,000 drakes to leave the mine alone? Okay. Avon Oran paid me 1,000 gold to stay out of the egg mine. I should return to Nilino Dorvain and tell her what happened. Well, that is an option. However, I'm still gonna destroy his egg mine, because fuck that guy. Just across the mountains east of Suran. So that would be hereabouts. Just remembering that the, how do I put it? Oh no, that is nice. There's a lot of Dwarven and Daedric ruins in this region. I've been quite tempted to just run around this area when I'm doing chores, just for some delicious ingredients. We've all done naughty things to find ingredients, haven't we? Just over the mountain, so it might be there. Kwama worker. Inanius. That's the one. I just gotta mentally prepare myself because oh no. That would have been irritating. I accidentally cast recall. I suppose I could have just loaded, but yeah. Definitely. And I'm gonna be using the Amulet of Shadows, just out of my way. There won't be anything all that worthwhile in terms of money down here. Oh yeah, if you're ever short on eggs, you could go into an egg mine. That guy's blighted. So that would mean that he would hit very hard and be quite aggressive. Am I missing something here? That's where I was coming from. Mainly just casting this because I do not care much for, well, messing about in this area. dead end, there's this, and I guess we're gonna have to go for a swim. Luckily, that's a little less hazardous now that we can actually move at a decent speed. But yeah, earlier on in the game, the swimming bits can be hazardous. Hello. And that should make sure that the mine does not recover. I am such a bastard. Leave it to me, who's played through the game so many times, to just get completely lost in like 3 corridors. One of the smallest dungeons in the game. Quite like the amount of fog here. Draw distance in the original game without mods would be worse than this. And some people somehow preferred to play the game that way. I just will never understand that. I wonder how this guy will take it if I go up to him and, Yes, thank you for reminding me. You killed the Kwama Queen after you gave me your word. I'll make sure the rest of House Lalu hears about this.
So good to see you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
I tell her what I did, and she goes, "Ha! You got Avon Oran's gold, and you killed the queen anyway. I like your style, Diomedes. You understand how business is done in House Lalu. You deserve these 500 drakes for this." You mean lady. House Redoran sells more guar hides than House Lalu. Someone needs to convince the alchemist and Vivek to only buy imported House Lalu guar hides. Okay, gotta go to that lady in the foreign quarter. Sounds good to me. And yeah, normally the dreamers inside of this town would have accosted me a bit earlier, but I'll admit it now, I knew what characters in the town were likely to be those guys. Because the exact characters who are the dreamers, that doesn't change. Let's see. Guess I'll drop this and some ingredients. I always try to keep myself in, I always try to keep the amount of stuff I'm carrying with me when I'm going out on a, like, quest or something to a minimum. Just for the fact that well, the commute portion of the game is something I'm not really interested in until the end game where I can do my little jumping system. And even for that, a major component is carrying next to nothing in my inventory. Vivek.
What can I do for you today?
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Something I'm noticing, you guys remember we were here for the Mages Guild quest where the Telvanni spy was here. The Telvanni spy is absent. He must have absconded. What does she have? Wooden Staff of Peace. $120 of Night Eye. That's worth it.
May I help you?
Right, what were we doing? Rolasa Oren. You. Who is Rolasa Oren? Small stall in the upper wasteworks along with a few other merchants. So I guess she would be one of the stalls here. She's an alchemist, so that was... yeah.
My prices are the best.
Let's start out with a good first impression. That was easy.
Let's hear it.
I just figured since I'm here for the first time, I may as well just have a little look around. Not really seeing all that much of interest, though. Right. You know, it's just irresistible to me to just have a look. It's like, yep.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Still pretty. I heard you convinced Rolasa Oren to buy guar hides from us. Good work, Diomedes. Take these 1,000 drakes, a share of House Lalu's future profits. Business. I need someone to deliver new orders to Bivali Tenoran. Bivali Tenoran is a welding clothing merchant in Alrune. She keeps an eye out for us in Alrune. Her shop is under Scar, the crab shell. Take this scroll to her. Yes, you need to deliver the scroll to her. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Yep, it's encoded. Incidentally, there's a lot of papers in the game that are encoded, and the encryption is not very strong, so if you go onto the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, it's a fan wiki. Over there, they will have the decoded text available for anyone who's curious. Doesn't tend to be all that interesting, but still nice that someone out there decided to take a crack at it. If I understood it correctly last time I read, the encryption that they used was just to pick a... The letter you see is 13 spaces ahead of the intended letter, so should be doable. He was a clothier, so that would be... yeah.
I've got better things to
Our
do.
selection
so
is the
if you
finest in
don't
town.
mind, let's move this along.
Did Nileno Dordovain sent you? Is that a scroll to me? Or for me? Give her. Yes, as I expected. Tell Dordovain that I received the scroll and understood the message. Why not take this outfit, a present for my efficient courier? Okay, the exquisite shirt, that is genuinely useful. In fact, let us just have a look, because we're coming up on a portion of the game where enchanting, like purchased enchanting, should be doable. And unlike last time I did that, I no longer insist upon them all being constant effect. Which, you know, it's a very common thing for people to aim for, just because then you don't have to cast it, but it's also quite expensive, and you don't really need constant effect for it to be useful, because as I found out, enchanted items, they will regenerate
Why walk
their
when you can ride?
well, their magicka pool, and as such, it just makes way more sense to have a more limited enchantment. Especially since you're going to have to be clicking around the inventory anyway if you need to change something. I am not going to the alchemist. Good work. Have
You
these
flatter me
500
with your
drinks.
attention, Outlander.
A Lalu noble was recently murdered. I need to find out who killed Lalu. He was a noble who lived here in Balmora. When you find out who murdered him, kill them so that no one will ever dare to raise their hand against the Lalu noble again. Here's a key to Lalu Manor where Sir Raylan was killed. Righto. Let me just check something here. I think I'm just going to take 4 levels of security. Just because I have plenty of, well, plenty of cash, so... And I do need to do a lot of lockpicking these days. You know, as part of the quest line, you do eventually obtain a manor of your own, but often this will be a good place where you can set up early. Okay, that's interesting. So this person was assassinated, right? That's a lot of expensive stuff to just leave laying around, isn't it? That's a door out. Well, this is messy. I actually don't recall how to solve this. Small key. It just seemed pertinent that the furniture up here is disturbed. And in a sense that seems like something where they might want to highlight it in some way. But I expect that key was the main thing.
Haven't I heard of you?
Probably not. Well, excuse me, princess. It's just terrible what happened. Lalu employed me for years. What will I do now? Take 10 gold. And 10 gold. And have these 10 gold. And here's 10 gold. Yes, I was one of Lalu's servants. I saw the Dunmer who killed him with my own eyes. I can give you the murderer's description. Young, with red hair and a tall row over his head, as is fashionable these days. He wore bone mold armor and wielded a Dwemer war axe. I don't know more than that. I'm sorry. I wish you luck. Huh. Okay, that's... That's good. That's a good description. Just looking to see if she has anything unique, but she doesn't. I guess I should just look around and make sure nothing else has been disturbed. Vintage brandy. Grief bowls. That's just ingredients. Why is that there? Right. Let's go back and,
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
see what the murderer's description could net us.
We are blessed, truly blessed.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
That guy's an archer.
Is there
That
something
guy's
I can do?
not in armor.
What do you think of Balmora, Outlander?
Very little.
What do you think of Balmora, Outlander? Is there something you need? Is there something I can do for you?
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
Fifth volume of a historically inaccurate epic. Oh dear.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need? Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
So, it would stand to reason that this person would still be in Balmora, right? Because otherwise it would be a bit, how does one put it? A very difficult quest. Right, and this is Lalu Manor, and, well, because, I mean, the Lalu are backstabbing sons of bitches, so it would make sense that the, person who did a bad might potentially have been a fellow Lalu. So far, nothing all that interesting. Nice, but not useful. Cyrodiilic brandy. I definitely prefer doing this to the minigames that Bethesda Games later introduced. And it's trapped. I'm not even gonna steal that. It's beneath my dignity. Nothing under the bed either. Oh well, I was mistaken. May as well close the door behind me. No point in being pointlessly rude. Let's see if we can...
Is there something you need?
A visitor and an outlander too. What brings you to Lalu Manor? 10 gold. And 10 gold. I also thought we might both be interested in having 10 gold. Yes, this is Lalu Manor. Can I do something for you? Why are you here anyway? Murderous description. That could be Thanalan Velas at the Council Club over by the Siltstrider. Balmora Council Club is over by the Siltstrider. Oh. I'm starting to remember something regarding that council club that we might have to actually get done now. And it's just a question of, like, how much. So this is the council club, and it is a very special place.
What, Outlander? Why do you disturb me?
This is supposedly the guy, right? Speechcraft, apprentice trainer. She's a scout, she says. She's a pawnbroker. Selling 3 torches and 50 arrows. It's a very specific inventory for a pawnbroker. Room door. That's a room, is it? It's a broom closet, man. Madrale Thirith.
Yes, sir.
Standing next to door and locks door. What is she guarding? I don't know.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it. Yes, sir.
Nearly every person in here. Okay. What kind of bartender needs a fucking warhammer?
Do you want something?
Nope, I definitely don't want something. That is why I am going to my Devil Spear. And then this. Murderous description. Well, he might have something. Just a coincidence, I assure you. Nine Toes is the real murderer. Taunt success.
Your rules are great. There is no escape.
Okay, that was apparently a crime, even though he started it.
Find someone else to bother.
Come on, attack me already. That.
There is no escape.
Whoa, he attacked me. I must defend myself. I'll just be taking these. And I guess I'll just also go over to Nine Toes and, well, ask a question. Just a friendly question. If I remember correctly, he should be around here somewhere. I'm an idiot. I should just be... Yep. Close. I was very close. That was the wrong one. So it must be here then. Yes.
Blessed we are.
Oh man. Let's ask him about murderous description. See, now you know I'm innocent. Yeah. So in case you don't remember, the murderous description was that it was a red-haired Dunmer character with a specific set of bone mold armor and a very distinctive axe. That guy was an Argonian with none of the description matching.
Go ahead, Outlander.
Lalu.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
You killed Thanilin Velas. House Lalu will not soon forget this act of vengeance. Take these 1,000 drakes as a reward for solving this murder. Yes, I solved it. Business as usual, except for the ebony trade. The East Empire companies threatened to buy ebony from Azradoran unless we lowered prices. Either convince Cantunian Ponius in Ebonat to buy ebony from us, or kill Darns Tedalin, the head of mining operations in the Sudanite mine. If you do both, there might be a bonus in it for you. Oh, neat. He's usually in Ebonat. The Sudanite mine is the only mine House Redoran currently controls. To get there, go to Alrune and find the path between Alrune and Fort Buckmuth to the south. Follow this path east until you reach the ghost fence, then keep to the right until you reach the mine. I will almost certainly need to look up the exact spot because, you know, it's not much of a show to be watching if I'm just being lost. Right, we'll go to Ebonheart first. Since I am so very persuasive with my 10 gold. Although the random, you know, the random number generator stuff regarding persuasion in this game is a bit aggravating at times. If you have a low, like, speechcraft or a low mercantile, that means you can give them 1,000 gold and they'll still be like, yeah, but what have you done for me lately?
We make a special
1,000 gold is only more than I, you know, earn in a lifetime. Ebonheart. He's in Ebonheart. Luckily, that's not very far from here. And it is also very easy to find it. Oh, right, there was a bridge over there. Anywho, that castle there, that is the, well, effectively that's the political capital of the island. Whereas Vivek, that's the spiritual capital. And in case anyone's curious, I do remember we had a mission that sounded urgent from, well, Kaya's, and mentioning how we need to go and retrieve Mira Milo from the Temple Canton over there. And there are, I want to say, 3 to 5 quests in the entire game that are timed, something like that. And that is not one of them. They will very explicitly tell you if they are timed. There's a guy over here that I want to have a look at first. Nice armor, right?
Any time now.
Very nice armor. That's adamantium. And that is Templar armor. Anywho. Hawkmoth Tower, East Empire Warehouse, Company Hall. Got slightly sidetracked, but that's okay. The 6 Fishes. That's the warehouse. That's the company hall.
Speak quickly.
Probably nothing.
Shazgob Gro Lozgan. Bolren. Okan Shay, company guard. Note from Jazir. Check on tomorrow's shipment, ask Ponius about leave, restock bottles with bookshelf.
You want something?
I guess. Oh. So where is Ponius? Ah, that must be him. I am Cantonian Ponius, Factor-in-Chief for the Ebonheart Agency of the East Empire Company at your service. Have 10 gold. And 10 gold. Fine, let's skip the formalities and give him hundreds of gold. Okay, you convinced me. Go back and tell House Hlaalu I will sign a contract for another year. Good. Skull, dance
I'd be
of
happy to
fire.
talk. My pleasure, really.
I'm just curious here. If there were any other way of doing it. Guess not. If they don't have any conversation options, it tends to be that they're only used for a very specific quest. And we can't use these boats yet. But the time is coming where that will be a possibility. Now let me think. We need to go to Caldia, I think.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
We could turn in the quest now, but I would prefer not to. I was kind of expecting to take damage there. Incidentally, if you're curious how I was grinding my my acrobatics,
Why walk when you can ride?
I spent like a couple of hours listening to an audiobook and just constantly running up to the top of the platform and jumping off while I was listening to an audiobook. Tends to be...
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Tends to be a fairly good time, truth be told, because, well, I quite like my Warhammer 40k audiobooks. Still working my way through the Horus Heresy in case there are any fellow fans out there. But, that is coming to an end. I think it's wolf time I'm up to. I think we mentioned these things at some point earlier. Betty Netch, you've seen another type that is larger, that was a bull netch. And they're effectively being bred for, what is it, leather. So, that's the game's take on cows. So long, rat. Oh, I picked up a key as well. Key without a lock. Huh. Well, that's... It's a key without a lock, and it's worth 300, when most keys are worth nothing. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. But it weighs nothing, so I guess we'll just hold on to it. And here we have Caldera, home of Shank Shovel, and I guess I'll show this off. Lalu Manor. It's,
Say your business.
a bunch of rich orcs live here, and you know that's their fireplace where they put their book. And I have no idea what that is. Either a rock or ash. What have we here? Night falls on Sentinel.
Yes.
They have drugs. Yeah.
Say your words.
That is how you have a display of that. Got a dagger and some drums.
Say your
There's some bedrolls
business.
on the floor, and then they use the, you know, king-size double bed for storage. And why is this guy not attacking? Well, this is kind of an Easter egg. Come on, help us scamp out. You gotta need something. I've got booze. Don't want to work, just want to bang my drum. What's a scamp gotta do? I'm creeping. Hello, Caldera. I'm here all week. Help me out, I need the money. So yeah, this guy is where I sold off a bunch of the orcish armor I found earlier in the game. And you might notice, there's no way to persuade him. He's a creature. That means he's unable to negotiate. He will buy and sell for the asking price of whatever, you know, this would be 175. And there's no way to persuade him to go up or down. So I guess we can sell him that axe. Okay, I could not get down from there.
Speak quickly.
I'm not gonna speak at all, he said. Lots of guards around here. Okay. Trying to remember now quite exactly what it was. Let's see. Must shut down the pseudonym line. Oh. Right. My mistake. My mistake. Well, we may as well travel north from here. Because it should be fairly easy to find. And I don't think we've been through this region much. Lots of animals are now blighted. That's largely down to my, well, my having become level 20. Not a huge problem, of course, but that's sort of a downside of a couple of decisions I made when I started this playthrough. I probably shouldn't have made alchemy a major skill if I wanted to manage my level, and increasing your level is not always the best idea. It is possible, even in the default game, to level in such a way that you actually end up losing ground to the enemy. I guess I'll just gather ingredients some other time. I'm not really feeling like it. I can see all ruin. Seems like a storm is brewing. And it's not gonna be a nice one. Seems to be reddening, which means it's not merely an ash storm, but a blight storm. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to catch the disease while the weather's like that. Doesn't really matter. I'm immune at this point because of the resolution of the quest where I got Corpus. So, I believe they said something about moving on east towards the ghost fence, and hopefully Pseudonymous Mine will be, well, easily detected. But if it's not up around here, then I will know to check the UESP. Kind of joked on the subreddit that you could catch Corpus from these 5G towers up here. That would just be terrible now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I am starting to lean towards checking the UESP. that's what I'll be forced to do. Pseudonym mine. View on map. Alright. Okay, I see. It wasn't far off. Let's see. Yeah, it should be up a path there. Hopefully. Otherwise, I will be slightly embarrassed. Yeah, I came down from there, went that way. And mine should... yeah, okay. That was close. That was pretty close. Right, let's see. F5. You're in an ebony mine, and all the ebony belongs to House Redoran, so don't touch the ebony or the gods will kill you. Okay. What's up with you? An ebony miner. Any rumors? No. Advice? Secrets? He's an ebony miner. Huh. That's gonna be a little bit hazardous. Okay, that guy doesn't seem very well. A Redoran guard doesn't strike me as the type of person who would be persuadable.
I've got better things to do, so if you don't...
I forget exactly how I'm supposed to shut the place down, but hopefully...
Come on. I don't need to stand around and talk to you.
Yeah, belongs to House Redoran. Let's see. So how am I supposed to shut it down? Do I just fucking massacre them? Okay. Says I have to kill this guy. Luckily, there's a way to do that. He's gonna break eventually. He's gonna break eventually.
You Inwa.
Hey now. Look everyone, he attacked me. I must defend myself. Hello, Diomedes. What's your question? Oh, nothing. Definitely nothing. I guess we can just teleport back now. If I can find my spell.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
I heard that you shut down the Pseudonate mine and had a few words with Cantunian Bonias. Excellent, Diomedes. Take these 1,000 drakes as a gift from House Hlaalu. And why not take this glass armor as a special bonus? That shit is valuable. Let's just have a look at it. Yeah, 28,000 for the cuirass, 17,600 for the greaves, and 8,000 for the boots. If I remembered correctly, that's one of the best pieces of light armor that you can get in the game. One of them. What business brings you here today, Diomedes? I have no more business for you. Why not speak with Crassus Curio or Adrino Arethi? They both live in the Lalu Canton in Vivek. Curio's manor is in the plaza, and Adrino lives in the wasteworks. Cool. The mine is still shut down. I would certainly hope so. Otherwise, it would have not really made much of an impact.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I need nothing.
Sarah.
Well, I do kind of need a nap. And yeah, as you can see, I've been accumulating a set of glass armor for some time. Didn't have a cuirass, so that's always something. I guess I could also drop some ingredients and whatnot as well. Is there anything else we need to... Oh, I forgot I was carrying those. Yeah, the hammers aren't especially heavy. Although that was still 40 weight bound up in that alone. So, a little bit heavy, for sure. Pepper, and I don't think we need 2 sets of Dr. Pepper.
You may speak.
Why, thank you for that permission. You know, there is a quest here that we could probably do. And it has something to do with a council club. You know what, let's do that. Let's do that now, because I have the equipment I'll need to do it safely. And yeah, my choice of words probably revealed to you. It's a quest that could potentially destroy your ability to play the game. I guess I should explain. If you get a bounty higher than, I think, 5,000 gold pieces, the guards will issue a death warrant. And what that will do is... Why, hello.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Is that a fact? You have betrayed Lord Dagoth. Taste his vengeance. If I liked you better, I might tell you. Fine. Only now does it really occur to me that there's a... People do this quest fairly early in the game. You might not even not remember.
What's this about?
But if you ask about rumors... Okay, not here, I guess, but basically we got told way early in the game that someone is... there's a rumor that someone here wants to talk to us.
Come on, then. See something?
Yeah, this is the guy. He's been wanting to speak to us for some time. What we're about to do is gonna potentially result in an extremely high bounty on us. And if you have to actually physically move here, you will almost certainly get intercepted by guards. But if you can just teleport directly from what we're about to do in the Balmora Council Club to here, then it's easy enough to speak to him. So, let's quick save and yeah. I am Larry Azvaro, Legion Champion of Fort Moonmoth. I've been hoping you might come by. I've got some work for you if you are interested. Huh. Okay, the careless travelers, that's not relevant. Through various channels, I've learned a bit about your situation. I'd like to tell you a little story, and when I'm done, you can ask me some questions. And then maybe you might decide to go out and do some things. You might and you might not, that's your affair. And I also want to tell you about a nice present I think the Emperor wants you to have. I'm not sure where it is, but maybe you'll want to check back and see if I found it later after you've done some things. Okay, what's the present? What is the nice present from the Emperor? I'm sure I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a surprise. And as I said, I'm not sure where it is. But I might find it anytime. So check back and see if I found it later. After you have done some work, hint hint. What's the story? Once upon a time there was a bad magistrate who took gold from criminal organizations to reduce the sentences and fines of criminals. Everybody knew he was doing this, but nobody could prove it because even if it could be proved, the bad magistrate had important friends, and proof is not as powerful as important friends. At the time, there was a good officer who enforced the laws because he thought laws made people happy and safe, and it bothered the good officer that enforcing the laws did no good, because the bad magistrate let the criminals go as quick as the officer caught them. For a long time, the good officer sighed and said, "What can I do? Because the bad magistrate has important friends and nothing I can do will touch him." But then the good officer said, "Say, wait a minute, what about the bad people who are bribing the bad magistrate? They haven't got important friends. And if they aren't around, then the bad magistrate can't get any more bribes." And even better, the good officer suspected that the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate were probably criminals themselves. Yes, bribery is a crime, so that would follow. So, the good officer decided that it would be good if the bad people who were bribing the bad magistrate should go away forever. So that good officer made a little special prayer that there maybe would be a little bloodbath to wash the bad people away. There, isn't that a nice little story? Maybe not a perfect story because it ends with a prayer and not a bloodbath, but maybe the story isn't over yet. Well, before I ask you more questions about that, have some 10 gold. Have 3 10 golds. Asking him, "Oh, the bad people are the Kimono Tong. I thought everyone knew that. They're a criminal organization. Unfortunately, I don't know who the Kimono Tong are. No one will tell me because I am an officer, and it is against the code to tell officers things, but the people in the Thieves Guild hate the Kimono Tong. I bet if you asked the Thieves Guild, they would cheerfully tell you who the bad people are and where to find them. Probably. And he tells us to get rid of the bad people. In the Empire, the Thieves Guild is old and powerful, but here in Morrowind, the Thieves Guild is young and weak. The old and powerful criminal guild of Morrowind is the Kimono Tong. The Kimono Tong doesn't like the Thieves Guild a lot, and the feeling is mutual. Well, we know where the Thieves Guild is at, because we had to go ask them about Kaya's. Wooden door, prison towers. We don't need prison towers. What I need is a path out. Actually, before I do that, there's always a before I do that. He's got enchanted items. Nothing I need. Nothing. Urthing.
If I ever see that elf, he's in.
I'm not an elf and you can't see me. Well, no luck here. And yeah, I already personally know where the bad people are at, which is the council club, but let's just go over to the Thieves Guild and see in what precise way that they will tell me about it. In case you're wondering how third-person combat looks, it looks horrendous. Squeak, squeak. Okay, that was a rat and not a giant rat. Could you tell the difference? I couldn't.
Wealth beyond.
So when we first got to town, we had to ask at the Thieves Guild. And that is over here. Or sorry, the South Wall Corner Club, which is also the Thieves Guild. Hello, Habashi. She doesn't have the topic.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Bad people? What do you mean? The Kimona Tong? I don't know about that. Understand? I don't want to know about that. None of my business. I stay out of the council club. Thank you. I'm just gonna go over here and recover my everything. So, guys, what do you think? Am I gonna survive the council club, or am I going to have to redo this 50 times? I'm rather confident of myself. Hello, council club. Actually, before I go there...
Say what you want and go away. Why do you disturb me?
Bad people. He says he is in the Kimona Tong. One down. Quite a few to go.
Whatever you're looking for, I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
She says she's a pawnbroker.
Yes, sir.
And... well, she says she's... how do I put it? Oh.
You will die!
I think everyone dies eventually. Kind of a quirk of life, I guess. Right, what does she have? Thieving supplies. Naughty person. Right now, you're not one of my favorite people. Oh, just you wait. Keep taunting. We must click taunt more. That does it.
You will suffer greatly! Suffer greatly!
We rent beds, is that what you want? Taunt more. I hope the exhaustion of my left finger will not actually... Sorry. There we go, finally.
You in
Right. Taking the booze. Why not? Just all of it. Keen to Lalu Manor. Steel Viper Sword. Let's just check here to see. Still no bounty. Interesting. That wasn't worth it. Just checking if there's anything of interest in the various partitioned areas. Because I'd rather not have to do this mission twice. Will it help if I aim it at the lock? I guess so. It doesn't really make any difference. Nothing in here. That's fine. Right. Still no bounty.
What now?
He's part of the Kimono Tong. Palmore Council Club is across the Silkstrider. I don't know if I need to kill these guys, so I'm doing it. Sure hope my lawyer can find a way to explain away that phrase.
There is no escape!
I'm apparently not one of this guy's favorite people.
You in
Very good. Some people, they just attack them instead of taunting them, and well, that's how you get a very high bounty. I see everything's been taken care of, and remarkably enough, without creating any problems of a legal nature. You are far, far more discreet than I'd hoped. I'm so glad I found that nice present from the Emperor. Here it is. Seems to be a ring. A very nice ring. There was no note with it, I'm afraid, but I'll let the Emperor know you received it. I'm sure he'll be pleased. And also for me, because of your exceptional discretion. Take this special volume from my own library, with my compliments. Ring of Surroundings. What have we got? Oh. Okay, so the thing about that ring that I find funny is, well, we have the Amulet of Shadows, which chameleons us for 80% for 60 seconds, and then you have the one of Surroundings, which chameleons us for 20 to 30% for 30 seconds. The Shadows Amulet is 750 gold, and the way worse one of the Ring of Surroundings is 12,000. I don't have any work for you right now. We seem to have things under control, thanks to you. The bad people I was talking about, they're all good people now. I think you may have had something to do with that, possibly. So the little story has a perfect ending. All the bad people washed away. It almost makes you believe in the power of prayer. Yeah, prayer. Sure, that's one way to describe it.
Go ahead.
Daedric spear to the face repeatedly. That's also a way to describe it. A way that's significantly more accurate in my opinion. Right. Before we were doing that, we were about to head to Vivek. Over to Vivek to start doing, to performing business for House Hlaalu.
Why walk when you can run?
And yeah, if you were a complete beginner to the game, you might go into this building and start looking for House Hlaalu. But, as you guys probably know, because I have explained it before, House Hlaalu's canton is over there. Each great house will have one. I miss my super jumping system. Can't wait to actually put it back into operation. But for that we still need a few things. Thinking we might need to do the Thieves Guild as well. That would also mean, well, getting to do the game's romance option.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
I don't think of anything. I think we still need to go a little further up. Ah, wait. Yeah. Curio Manor, that should be here.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Okay, Crassus Curio, yeah, I know that he has a mansion. I am inside of the mansion.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
Silly people.
Hail!
That's right. Oh no. Kinda wish I had something a bit stronger than sparkling water, but alas. He says, quote, "Yes, I'm Crassus Curio, but you can call me Uncle Crassius," unquote. Ah, yes, that is my name, but it sounds like music when you say it. Business. I don't have any business for you right now at Diomedes. What if I get some advancement? You don't have the qualifications I'm looking for just yet, Diomedes. Maybe when you fill out a bit. Oh. What if I give you 10 gold? Okay. He's not interested. Not yet.
Is there something I can do for you?
That's okay. We have another option in this.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Okay. Arethi has a place in the wasteworks. That lady has a cough. Blue lanterns.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Is there something you need?
I guess this would be her. No, Diomedes, I don't believe we've met. I'm Adreno Arethi. I don't have any official title, but I handle House Lalu's business here in Vivek. Yes, of course. I need a courier to deliver this sealed report. Take this sealed report to Baron Alen, the clerk at the Lalu Treasury in Vivek. It's not far from here. Just leave my house and go north. The treasury connects to the vaults, the prison, and the records office. Like I said, deliver the sealed report. Yeah, okay. The reason I marked that particular spot was just simply that, well, fast traveling, you know, around Vivek is not especially amusing.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Treasury report. What does that say, I wonder? Do you want to break the seal and read the scroll? You have broken the seal. Of course. I am gonna actually just find, because I have the side up. Oh, there's no known translation for this coded document. Huh. Okay, that's odd. Well, maybe I'll try my hand at it. But first I have to load, because I do not wish to irritate these people.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want? Where is this?
I'm guessing he's not the guy I need to deliver it to.
Is there something I can do for you?
Maybe it's in records? Doesn't seem like it.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
What books do they have here anyway? Mostly it just seems to be a library book, or, yeah. Even have some Ashlander hymns.
Citizen.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Current events. Not really. Sealed report. Here. Okay, you can go back and tell her that you delivered it.
Do you have any news?
A call.
May I help you?
Yes. I'm glad you were able to get that report to Baron Allen in time. Here, take these 50 drakes for your trouble. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I'm definitely appreciative of these 50 gold. It's not like I was regularly given thousands of gold in my previous quest giver place spot thingy. Marudius Flayus owes a House Lalu noble over 800 drakes in gambling debt. He lives in Laod. Go over there and get the drakes from him. If he refuses to give you the money, you can kill him. But if you get the money, you can keep half of it. Okay. What can you tell me about him? I don't have it yet. Okay, calm down. Sheesh. Let's try that again. Oh. What?
Is there something you need?
Okay. Let's redo this part of the question. I'm not...
Is there something you need?
Sealed report. Take it. Recall.
Is there something I can do for you?
Sealed report. Business. He lives in Laod. Alright.
Go on about your business. What do you think of our city?
Yeah, a person who doesn't actually read much of any of the stuff that happens in the game. It's fairly easy to do things very quickly. I just feel like if people are, watching this and they do it in the way I do, often they're not really, reading the stuff themselves. I often put Let's Plays on as background noise. Often while I'm like doing chores or something for something like this. So that's the reason I decided I'm going to take my time and actually read out the relevant dialogue for the viewers. I figure there's people out there who will very much appreciate it.
Where would you like to go?
Balmora, that's fairly close to Laud.
Why walk when you can ride?
Lormoran, yeah, Laod. This way, I think. Incidentally, this gives us a chance to really look at something, the reason why I think it's a good time to do House Lalu. Because you see, every single time you do every great house questline, they will let you build a stronghold. The one for House Lalu gets built here. So, that's quite close to Balmora, which I tend to treat as my hometown. in a manner of speaking at least. Over here we have Lalu. And I guess we could, come on. Let me sleep. Nice. You tell me that ain't beautiful. Alright, we need to find him. I think Merodius Flaus. He doesn't have any money, but he sure likes to spend it. Where would he be, though?
What's this regarding?
That's Merodius Flaus.
Go ahead, stranger.
Nice book. Huh. There's a chest under Fadila's house near the docks. Just leave me in peace. Right. Fadila Balwell. What kind of person is Frondar Highlander?
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
I guess so. I am Frondar Highlander, smuggler. Often go swimming near Fadila's house, huh? You fell through the floor, didn't you? And he gets confused because he's stuck in the floor. Actually, let me just use this as a chance to show you something. This is a command that you're gonna need. RA. Basically, it puts people back in the location they were supposed to be. Okay. That was a bit more money than we needed to collect.
I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
You know, there's a thing you can do here. With fat legs drop off.
I've heard a lot about you.
At least I think now is the right time for it. Rashid. Hello there. Greetings, friend. Interested in doing some business? Sure, why don't I give you 10 gold? Tell you what, I need to deliver this slave to Varor Hilas in Balmora as part of a payment. It shouldn't be a tough job for you. Yeah, just a little unfinished business between Varor Hilas and me. I owe him big for a deal we made a while ago. Ravina here ought to pay for my side of the bargain, and more. There's a lot of money in some of these slaves. You interested in the work? I'll deliver the slave for you. Excellent. You'll find Helas in Balmora, in the east side of town. Just tell him Realam Arineth sent you. Take care with the slave friend. She's worth much more than you can imagine. Rabina here might not look like much, but it's what's on the inside that counts. You know what I mean?
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's walk out of this place. So, this quest is particularly unpleasant in terms of implications. So let's quick save, and she's too frightened to talk to you. Okay. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Right. So, trying to think what I can do about that. 'Cause there's no way to really, I don't have a charm spell, do I? Nope. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. Oh, wait, I might have booze. Come on. Come on. Strength, strength, strength. Off. Well, shit. That's fine, though. That's fine. I can dig up the conversation bits for it, but only when I'm done. I suppose we could do both of the ways in which you can solve the quest. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll start by heading to... Oh. Okay. We'll go to Balmora first. We'll hand in the quest the way that this person would probably... The guy in question, he would want us to do the quest the way we're going to do it. And then we're going to do the less unpleasant way to solve it.
Is there something you need?
Oh look, another dreamer. And that is quite literally what that character type there is called. They're the maniacs who are, well... part of the house, or servants to House Dagoth. Willpower, strength, endurance. And there's nothing here that'll really enable me to talk to her. Well, yeah, I suppose we could do the other way. Forgive me. Slave is too frightened to talk to you, even though I'm naked. Huh. Well, worth a shot, I guess. That is how you can bypass the don't want to talk to you type messages you will get sometimes. Because people usually tell you off for being naked, and that makes them vulnerable to being talked to. Which is a bit awkward. Oh well. I figured casting a heal spell on her might at the very least demonstrate non-hostility. But she has good reasons to be afraid, as we will discover. I would teleport, but that's not really gonna she's not going to teleport with me is a problem. So we'd best move cautiously. Just being cautious with these guys, because, well, they sometimes have a habit of being blighted and then attack me, and I dislike being attacked, even by rats. Yeah, normally this mountain range, hill range, I don't know, usually that presents an obstacle, but if you are near the what do they call it? The Odai Plateau. There are ways up, and that proves useful in this region. And yeah, she's got low stats, so I can't really sprint all the way there, much as I would like to. As you can see, she falls behind very quickly. A fully loaded up starter character would probably be sprinting at this speed. Is she able to follow me? Yes. Luckily, once we've done this leg of the journey, we will not be in too much trouble, because I'll be able to buy a charm spell, I think, and that should at the very least help out a bit. If not, I have a command creature spell, or not creature, command humanoid is what they're called. Hashtag not racist. And yeah, I'm sure you're very excited to see just what is up with this quest. I can tell you that I have very little incentive to do it. Partly because I'm not a fucking monster, and partly because, well, the people that hired me to do this, those guys were Kimona Tong, and they are essentially one of the main antagonist forces of the game. Interestingly, they also have very deep connections to House Hlaalu. So yeah, there's a lot of, well, mutual hostility. That's kind of a House Hlaalu thing, so I guess it's not strange that they are often at each other's throats. Getting close to Balmora, finally. There are certain mods you can get to allow you to teleport around with, you know, other characters in tow. Maybe I should get one of those. Maybe. But as a, you know, reasonable thing, you can actually fast travel on the Silt Strider and take someone like Rabina with you. Let's see. Bora Hillas in Balmora. I think he would be... Where would he be? Oh, he's a neighbor of myself. That's good. Still following along. Right, I should have something here that would let me charm someone. Or so I was hoping. Command other person for 20 levels. That might let me do it. Right, let's see if this will work. Oh, come on. Well, I guess not. Guess we'll ditch the scroll and show you the horrible truth of what they have me doing. Oh. Do I have to pick his lock or something? Doesn't mean I can do that, no problem, but you know, I'm just gonna have to use my shadow amulet and whatnot. Could you please go away?
This one is no more.
So, yeah, that guy. He is immediately attacking her, which, you know, that's not what I'm getting paid for. That I know of. In fact, this was the plan all along. They're gonna kill her, but why? And let's just heal companion. It is good that man Varar Hilas is dead. He would have had Ravenna killed for the drugs in my stomach. Thank you again. You are Ravenna's only hope of escape. Yes, with your help, Ravenna can make it to Iamkilia at the Argonian mission in Ebonheart. Will you help me? I will. You're much too kind to Ravenna. Thank you again for your help. Let us travel together. Well, let's start by giving her some pocket money. She only knows rumors. Alright, follow me. Although first I'm just gonna be, that's mine, and that is now mine. Paralyzing ring, that'll be useful. Does he have any friends? I guess not. I guess not. Huh. Just curious if he... Well, if he had any, oh, I don't know, 6th house stuff? That seems like something he might have, being with the Kimona tone. And yeah, they put drugs in her. So, that is why that's a terrible, terrible quest to be doing. Now we have to take her to Ebonheart, which that's a bit of a trip from here, but we can take the Strider to Vivek, which will cut down the length of the trip significantly.
Is there something you need?
Nope, I'm doing just fine.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Starting to come up on the point at which the quest, or rather today's stream, must end. Still got about 15 to 20 minutes-ish, but well, I just can't do it forever.
Where would you like to go?
Now, I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly sure that ship there will take us to Ebonheart, which, excuse me, which will mean that we can conclude this quest. Perfect. Ah, I could have sailed to Lalu as well, which means I could have sailed from Lalu to Ebonheart directly. Oops. That's okay.
Yes?
East Empire Company Hall.
You have something to say to me?
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
It's not the only thing of yours that's short. Mocking Bossmer for being short. That's not a hate crime. Definitely not. Hogwarts Towers. I should probably remember better.
What's this about?
Yeah. There's quite a few characters you can meet over here. Ravenna will find her way to safety. She will stay in this place and find one who will help.
Good friend, this is an honor.
It is good that you brought her here. We've heard tales of drugs being smuggled inside these poor people. There seems to be no low the smugglers and slavers won't stoop to for profit. We will give her the help she needs, thank you. And please, take this in return. Perhaps it will help you in funding other missions of goodwill. Take care. So yeah, that's a factor of...
The prey approaches.
Huh. Guessing this is
Fresh game.
supposed to look like Black Marsh terrain.
What do you...
Ravenna thanks us.
What's this about?
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Did you get their debt money? Yes, here it is. You can keep half of it like we agreed. Superb. Business. That's another escort quest. I'm not gonna bother. Let's see, what else was there? Yeah, just thinking it through, I don't think it's really feasible to do more things today. So, I will save it here.
What do you think about City Outlander?
Cough. And that will be to the conclusion of today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you'll be with me whenever I manage to do this next time, which should hopefully be tomorrow. So, until then, you all have a good one.